EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guy's looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The rushing numbers for Blue a week ago. 10 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Hinton. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Pass the 60, go.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Hinton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to
Yeah, guys, sorry. I don't know where my other defensive tackle is. He's not hurt or anything. He's just randomly missing. Daniels, 91. That had the really good game last week. I don't know. And I don't know who this Thorpe is. I don't know what they're doing to my roster, but I mean, as long as he plays, but like, yeah, I have another defensive tackle. His name is Daniels. He's number 91. I don't know why and of course, they have him randomly missing when I have a defensive tackle hurt. So I don't know.
Athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 9 here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Daniels looking to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game. Could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Cowboys hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboy 1st down.
Ready? Let's go.
Back to throw. Hinton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down.
Now Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Commanders' 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hinton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Hinton's pass.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Does Blue need an exorcism?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about
You know, it's
their
funny.
own
I
team,
didn't do
let alone trying to figure out their opponent, but you've got to do both on
the
the
player signing this week because I have no money for next year. It's funny, when I was going through my
and try and find a way to win.
roster for the off-season,
Big loss.
I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but I looked at my
This
penalties. I'm like, well, the penalties aren't that bad. I should have some cap space to sign everybody.
They'll come at you
I
from
have
all
negative
angles, and they did a nice
$77
job
million.
there stopping him for a loss.
Okay, Jalen Walker's going to be gone. O'Neal's going to be gone. Crockett, my linebacker's going to be gone. Burden, 99 is going to be gone, my defensive end. I've got so many players that are going to become a right tackle.
They are in
52
need
is
of
going to be
6
gone.
yards here if they hope to move the
The
chains.
positive thing about it is I've kind of drafted
60 Vikings.
players behind those guys, but I don't know how I ended up with negative 77 million
Sports.
against the cap. I have no idea. I got to figure out why my penalties get so high. I don't understand it, and other people don't seem to be running into this issue. I signed one player to a decent contract, and he's not hurting me all that bad. But the good thing is, when you accept the option, you get the player for like 2 more years. So I'm
our
not the
nation's
quarterback
capital, and it's
until next year.
Washington
So
in possession of the football.
yeah, O'Neal,
As they've
my
got
number
it with
80
a
is going to
third
be
down
gone. My
coming
tight end's going to be gone. 84, Roman. So we have some work to do in the offseason, but it should be interesting. But both of my linebackers, 11 and 45, are both gone. Like I said, the good thing, especially with the linebackers and stuff, 26, my number 1 corner is going to be gone. The good thing about my linebackers is I've drafted players behind them. I've got good, solid backers
And that's going to make it
to take their
down.
place. Now, they won't be them for a while, but
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60.
you know, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. All this is counting down to keep the quarterback, but my team's going to look different in a lot of spaces, a lot of spots. But we do have to draft, and
Well, they picked up the first down.
we should be able to fill out a
But I
roster
was gonna
next year
say,
without
I
much
didn't
of an
like it
issue.
before the ball was snapped. And I
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
just,
it now that they
I
picked
think
it up.
all three of my starting linebackers are going to be gone, I think.
Inside of the 50. They don't get it.
And the sad part about it is most of those players want to stay. Like, I would have
It's just
gotten
not a
good
decision
contracts,
that
but
pays off very often.
It wasn't
I can't keep
fourth and a
them.
yard. There was some meat
so,
on that
and I
ball.
can't really
It
trade
was.
to
Fortunate to get it in that situation,
to empty the
but
cap
not a
space
call
because
I
it
would
doesn't
make very
reflect
often.
on next year anyway. It only kind of affects this season. So
To Mitchell on second down.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look it up. There's something I can do. And I'll put it on a video. But
A yard in the wrong
next year's going to look a
direction.
lot
Makes third
different. So this
down
could be a last
tougher. Third down
hurrah
and
with this.
nine.
With this squad, a lot of really good players
Now
I'm going to be
Daniels.
keeping, obviously, but
Pass to the sideline.
some big time kind of key guys, especially my linebacker. That's gonna be a big hit for me. But like I said, I've got 2 linebackers I've drafted high the last 2 years and come right in. The 2 white guys, Flanagan and number 50, who I drafted this year. I do have those veteran other guys who are decent, so I'm not completely fucked over, but it's tough when you lose them. Like losing one's a bad, but losing both of them are terrible. It's possible. Guys have a bright future. I got them last year.
I have a
I
feeling
got
they'll
this
stay
year.
committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of
Yeah,
success
I got some really
just
good
yet.
bright player,
So
bright
after the
future
loss of a
players,
yard, they'll look
but
to push
it is what
forward
it is.
here on
There's not a ton
second
I can
down
do
and
about it.
11. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he will go down. A
I think think he's going to be gone too. Crockett.
They push him back.
96. He might be gone too.
Time on second
But you know, I've got two guys that one guy I drafted, one guy I got from the practice squad who's ended up being good. He's actually going to be playing a lot today. 97 and the other guy.
That's the side
so
you don't
take
see
right over
quite
from
as
both
well.
these guys.
That's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe
we'll see how it goes. Like I said, plus I got draft picks.
To take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll take one of those guys and get some trade 4 draft picks. You know, get some draft picks. Get some capital. Maybe I'll take
the offense on third down.
Jalen Walker
just
or
1 for 3 thus far.
And trade them.
This will be a tough third and 18.
Back.
To throw is Daniels.
They're a good young linebacker or something like that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll trade.
37.
I still want to trade all the players. I don't want to trade all of them. If I can save, like if I can franchise tag them or something, and then
I thought he did a pretty good job.
Everything through, that would be great.
But let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been perfect through the air, 9 of 9 so far, including that touchdown on the last drive. As his guys start again, 1st and 10.
Come on.
They begin with a carry for Blue. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second down.
They go again with Blue. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Hinton. They're looking for Lamb.
I fucking swear to God. I swear to God, dude. Why do I throw interceptions like that?
To the 41-yard line.
It's bouncing around. He just ends up getting the pick. I threw the ball as fuck. I held the ball down. I threw it as hard as the guy could throw it. He still fucking like locked it up.
Walking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys. Really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing now is Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Washington.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And this time the yards.
That's the one guy that's going to take over the defensive end. He's fucking huge. He's like 290 pounds of fucking defensive
2 yards
end.
the loss, 2nd and 12.
But I might kick him inside. Maybe he might be a better tackle. Who knows? But we'll see.
Come on. 60 Eagles. 6.
Back to throw. Daniels throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
There's our new safety we got like in the second round. That guy ended up being like a 76 or something out of the fucking draft.
Production has led to a lack of points.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Or do we get him in the first round in the corner? Maybe we get him in the first round in the corner in the second round.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Hinton. Left side to Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hinton. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he will have a
How was 44 catching him from behind? How is that linebacker catching the fastest guy on my team from behind? How? He's in a full fucking sprint. He's in a full... Look at that. Look at it. He's got separation in a full sprint. Dude, in reality, he was just fucking left that guy in the dust.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment.
Yeah, Donnie Mitchell's going to come in and play for number 80. I've got those 2 guys that I've drafted to come in for 80, so I'm good. But O'Neal losing, I'm fine. I like him as a player, but, you know, we'll be fine.
Throw now on 1st down.
This guy's a different story.
To the tight end.
I do have 2 good other tight ends. I have Michael Mayer, and I've got the other guy that I picked
out
up.
of bounds.
So
from the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
52 is going to be a tough loss. 52 is a tough loss. I do have Guyton.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
And the Cowboy first down.
Yeah, Frost. Frost over there. Got number 9, so we're doing okay.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
Man, this guy's having a monster year. I'm not trying to get him touchdowns and stats. He just makes plays when it matters.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive. Winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And able to get this out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
This guy here's one of them. This guy right here, Rhodes, he's going to be gone. I can't sign him. I do have lost
shake free there. They'll
the guy that I drafted, but it's just I'm
You know
just
the key
so
to
many
a
fucking
screen
players.
pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do
Our
your
trip
blocking.
through the
How about
NFL
the read, though, by the
starts
defensive
now.
guys? They
At
were
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And it's Jalen Noel. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Saints are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Buccaneers with an 11-point lead. It's now 21-10 at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He spots his big tight end, puts it in there, and soft hands for the big man for the score. The Dolphins still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Pass complete to Royals. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Red! 60 Eagles!
Back to throw. Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go!
Off the play fake. Hinton under pressure, and they got to him again. But firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack.
6 yards.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, that was because of the pass pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Operating from the gun, Hinton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Back. 10 to 6.
Now a carry for Allen. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Hinton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the lead extended. And I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Looking to put a drive together. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of. Opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Daniels. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
60 Eagles, 60.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Cut. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. Hinton. Allen here on the screen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action. Hinton able to hit his target Lamb. The 20. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Go! Viking 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready? Six.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Bring it.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he is going to have a Commander's first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up. Good yardage as well.
Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 24-13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Hot 70.
Looking to throw. Hitting. Over the middle, held in by Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the give, this is Blue. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Come on.
10-yard line.
Second and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. In motion, the tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now Daniels. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels.
Number 22. A gain of 7. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Gets past one man. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Get it. Hawk 70. Ready, go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready? Gravity line, cut up!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Back to throw. Daniels. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Pitts. 3rd and 3.
To Kyle Pitts. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. To throw is Daniels. He juked him. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Gravity line.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down. At the Cowboys.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Eagles, 60. Go. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.